At UFC 299, Sean O'Malley made the call out to Ilia Topuria for their super fight, and Dana White in the post-fight press conference didn't seem too convinced on making this matchup next. So this is how the UFC should book this Topuria versus O'Malley situation now. There's a lot of moving parts in this plan on my behalf to make this work. But anyway, hypothetically, this is how the UFC should book this situation. So Sean O'Malley coming off that win against Chito Vera, styled on him for 5 rounds, dominated the guy. But I think he's broke his foot and broke either his arm, his wrist, or his hand. So O'Malley's going to be out for quite some time, healing up those injuries, because they're not going to heal fast. So Topuria, as we know, has just beaten Volkanovski at UFC 298. But he didn't take that much damage in that matchup. So Topuria, in my opinion, should not be wasted, because let me clear one thing up. Topuria will face Volkanovski again. No ifs, buts, or maybes. He will face Volkanovski again, because Volkanovski is the greatest featherweight of all time. This is his first loss at featherweight. They're going to give him the rematch. So to build on Topuria's momentum, like I said, he took barely any damage. Get Topuria versus Brian Ortega at the main event, UFC 306, which is the Sphere event. Now, yes, Topuria wants to go to Spain, and I get that. The UFC want to put him to Spain. I get that. New market. However, save Spain for the... let me just keep going. So, 306, Ortega, Topuria, right? Mexican Independence Day card, I believe that's what it's on. The Sphere, this is the first UFC event in it. It's this mad arena. So that might incentivize Topuria to be the headline of that arena's first ever UFC event. So why I'm picking Ortega? He's just beat Yair Rodriguez, who was number 3 ranked, in my opinion. Plus, Ortega is a bigger name than Movsar Evloev, so this would help boost Topuria even more, even though he is already one of the biggest stars in the UFCs. And plus, Ortega has Mexican heritage, so it makes sense to have him at least on this card, and this would be perfect. Have him in the main event, and this will really boost Topuria's star, because, let's be honest, Topuria is absolutely going to maul Brian Ortega. Topuria is going to style on the guy, finish him, get a crazy KO or just a crazy beating on Ortega. Sorry, but Ortega's going to have to be sacrificed for this plan, and this boosts Topuria. So Topuria has got a title defense under his belt, which he doesn't currently have, right? Then you've got O'Malley. Now, O'Malley needs to face Morab next, and Topuria's already said that. Morab is kind of like the Bilal Muhammad of the bantamweight division. I feel like if he doesn't fight the champion next, then the rankings don't matter, and the UFC need to get rid of them. So give Morab against O'Malley, headline that, UFC MSG in November. Massive card for the UFC. Would be a big main event for that, because O'Malley is kind of one of their biggest stars now, even though he's got the personality of a plant pot. But this would be a big main event for the MSG card. Build up a massive card like you done for UFC 299. Now, like I said, a load of moving parts here. For some reason, Morab has opened up as the favourite against Sean O'Malley, which I don't know how. Now, yes, Morab probably has a better resume than what O'Malley has, and O'Malley is the champion. Fair enough. But stylistically, I think O'Malley's a nightmare for Morab. I mean, Morab gets caught quite a lot in his matchups. We just see him get caught by Henry Cejudo. And the difference between Cejudo and O'Malley is O'Malley hits a lot harder. O'Malley is a lot cleaner on the feet, more precise. And O'Malley is more of a finisher than what Cejudo is. So when O'Malley does land on Morab, he will more than likely be able to put him out of there if he hurts him. Plus, you've got the length, the reach. I think, there's loads of reasons, right? So the power difference, the striking difference, the height, the reach. Morab's only way of beating Sean O'Malley, in my opinion, is to just go pure Piotr Jan on him. Fail so many takedowns, don't let O'Malley get anything off, just out cardio the guy, outwork him, hold him against the cage, wee rabbit shot, shoot in for takedowns, etc. But I just don't think that's going to happen. Like I said, O'Malley is a lot longer and rangier than what Morab is. I feel like he's going to be able to teep at Morab, boot the legs clean off him, and I feel like he will catch Morab on the chin and put him away, either in the first or second round. And I mean that, I really do. And this is the thing people say about Morab's grappling. Yes, Morab is a great grappler, but he's not great at controlling his opponents when he gets into the mat. That's not what Morab is particularly great at. So I feel like Morab might be able to take OMalley down, but OMalley will be able to get back up. And yeah, I just feel like OMalley, how fluent he moves between each stance, orthodox, southpaw, how quick he is. Yeah, I feel like he is a terrible matchup for Morab. So anyway, hypothetically, Topuria beats Ortega, OMalley beats Morab at UFC MSG. Then you do the Volk rematch in January, because Volk says he will come back, but it'll be maybe, I think Volk will be back late this year, early next year. So do it in January. That's just for my planning, January. Now, do I think Volkanovski will beat Topuria in the rematch? Yes. Yes, I do. I think Volk will beat him in the rematch. However, take that fight to Spain. That's a big fight. Volkanovski is a pound for pound great. He's a big name. Topuria, obviously massive. The Spanish crowd will go mental for him. But put him in like an arena. Like whatever Spain's equivalent to the O2 is for that one. Has to be pretty big, right? Say then Topuria wins that one. Bang, there you go, the super fight. Topuria has just got 2 title defenses. OMalley has just got 2 title defenses. They beat the clear number 1 contenders in their divisions in Morab and Volkanovski. Yes, you've got Corey Sandhagen, but I think Sandhagen isn't as clear cut as what Morab is and probably needs one more win. So this will allow both champions time to then come together and make this super fight. Make this headline the Real Madrid Stadium. Massive fight. Will it be bigger than Khabib Conor? Absolutely not, but it's still a massive fight. And stylistically, I just really want to see this matchup, and hopefully it does get made. But that's the way I would book this situation. So let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and who you think wins this matchup. And as always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you again in the next one.